Karina, baby, let's do half chick for the 17th. There was once a hen who laid 6 beautiful eggs. When it was time for the chicks to hatch, 6 eggs cracked open, but only 5 whole yellow chicks waddled out. From the last and smallest egg came a half chick. He was strange looking. He was a strange looking bird with 1 wing, 1 leg, and 1 beady eye. But even though half chick was only half a head, half a beak, and he had more to say for himself than all the other chicks put together. Half chick was also very selfish. From the moment he came into the world, he did just as he pleased. One afternoon, half chick thought he would play a trick on his mother. He ran off and hid under a bush. The poor hen spent hours calling him, afraid that he might be lost. When half chick did come home that night, he pretended that he could not hear his mother calling, because he only had half of 1 ear. As time went by, half chick grew bored with life in the farmyard. He decided to leave home and go to the big city. As he left the farmyard, his mother called after him, "Half chick, take care of others, and others will care for you." But he pretended not to hear. After all, he only had 1 ear. On the way to the city, half chick had to cross a stream. It was choked with weeds, so that the water could hardly flow at all. The water cried out to half chick, "Please help me," by pulling up the weeds. But half chick would do no such thing, and since he had chosen not to hear his mother's good advice, so he said rudely, "Help yourself. I'm in a hurry to get to the city." He went on until he came to a cottage, which belonged to a farmer who was busy working in a field. Now the farmer had left a pot of potatoes on the stove for his lunch, but the fire was nearly out, and the potatoes were getting cold. So the fire shouted to half chick, "Please help me fetch some wood, quickly." But half chick did no such thing. "Help yourself," he said, and he went on his way. At last half chick reached the city. "What a place," he thought happily, and he hopped down a street. Just then a cook leaned out of his kitchen window and grabbed half chick by the neck. "You'll make a tasty soup," said the cook. "Half a chicken is better than nothing." And he put half chick into the pot of water over the fire. "Oh, help!" wailed half chick. "Water, please don't boil. Fire, please don't burn. I don't want to be cooked." The water said, "You didn't help me when I was a stream." The fire said, "You didn't help me when I needed wood." And half chick remembered his mother's good advice. Take good care of others, and others will take care of you. But by then, it was much too late. You always be nice to everyone that's around you, right? It doesn't even matter what they say about you or what they do, right? You just always have respect for the people around you, because you never know when you might need help as well, right? You think that you have everything one day, because you do, right? You might have everything one day, but the next day you might have nothing. And, it's so quick. Life changes in an instant, Karina. It's just 1 second you have everything you want in life, right? 1 second I had you. I was with you every single second of the day. 1 second you're gonna have this beautiful baby, and the next second you're not. Life is so incredibly hard, and it's so incredibly not fair. But we have to keep going with it, right? Never give up, and always treat others with respect. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Life is so short, and every single day shows us that and teaches us how short life really is. So we have to be blessed for every single moment that we're in, and be in the moments that we're in. We really do. The next poem in here is In School Days. Still sits the schoolyard by the road, the raging, begging, sleeping, Around it still the stomachs grow. The blackberry vines are creeping. Within the master's desk is seen, deep scarred by raps official. The wrapping floor, the battered seats, the jackknife's carved initials, the charcoal furnaces on the wall, its doors worn still, betraying the feet that, creeping slow to school, went storming out to play. Long yards ago a winter sun shone over it at setting, lit up its western window pane, and lo, ever icy's fretting. It touches the tangled golden curls, the brown eyes full of grieving, and of one who still her steps delayed when all the schools were leaving. For near her stood the little boy, her cherished flavor side, his cap pulled low upon a face where pride and shame were mingled. Pushing the reckless feet the snow, to right and left he lingered, as restlessly her tiny hands the blue chalked apron fingered. He saw her eyes, he felt her soft hand light caress, and heard the trembling of her voice, as if a fatal confessing. I'm sorry that I spilt the word, I hate to go above you, because the brown eyes lower fell, because, you see, I love you. Alright, let's do a tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I sent a letter to my love, but on my way I lost it, I lost it, I lost it. A little boy picked it up and put it in his pocket. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. Karina baby, I love you and I miss you and I can't wait to see you. I hope you're doing okay.